All right, let's call the meeting to order. Madam Secretary, will you please call the roll?
Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Howell. Senator Webb. Representative Herron.
Here.
Representative Petrie. Representative Thomas.
Present.
Co-Chair Frazier Gordon.
Yes, ma'am.
Chair Girdler.
Yeah, here. All right, if I can get a motion for the approval of the minutes. I got a motion by Senator Funky Fromeyer, second by my co-chair here. Any, all agree? Any disagreements about that? All agree? All right. We got some information items with Catherine.
Pursuant to KRS 26A168-1, KRS 45793, and KRS 45818, the Administrative Office of the Courts, the Finance and Administration Cabinet with the Commonwealth Office of and post-secondary institutions managing their own capital construction under KRS 164A580 transmitted quarterly capital project status reports. The University of Kentucky reported 3 restricted fund purchases of medical equipment for UK Chandler Hospital totaling just over $728,000, a $249,800 BioTyper CA system, a $231,100 cardiac ultrasound system, and a $247,400 neurosurgical ultrasound system. Through their fiscal agents, 4 school districts, none of which needed an additional tax levy to pay debt service, reported upcoming debt issues to finance new projects. The school districts were Clay County, Gallatin County, Grant County, and Raceland, Worthington, and Greenup County. Pursuant to KRS 45A180 sub 2, the University of Kentucky reported it. Pursuant to House Bill 15, post-secondary institutions reported asset preservation capital projects.
All right, thank you, Catherine. Our pictures are not going to be, you're not going to be able to watch TV. So Janice, don't lean back there and go to sleep. We're going to have by phone, and I think, is that what we're doing? All right. Here we got another member. Oh, now we got enough for an argument. All right. Meg Campbell's going to be on the phone, and somebody's retiring. Who retired from us?
That will be the next item for.
Oh, next item. All right. I just heard somebody retired from us, or got tired of us, or something. How do we start with Meg?
Do we need to unmute Meg?
Okay, this is Meg Campbell. I'm here with Kim.
All right.
I'm having problems on my end. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, Meg.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm here to talk about the Ekstrom, expand Ekstrom Library.
All right. You may proceed.
Okay. This is a project to, we're going to put an addition to expand student space and predominantly add additional archive space for the university. It'll be student space, it'll be collaborative space, and some, a little bit of office space renovation. So about a 8,000 to 10,000 square feet of renovation, plus including the addition.
All right.
And it's all donor money, donor funded.
It's all donor funded? So
It's all donor funded.
All right, thank you. Anybody got any questions for Meg? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion.
We got a motion by Senator Funky Fromeyer and a motion by a good lady from Carter County. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Howell. Senator Webb. Representative Herron. Representative Petrie, Representative Thomas,
Aye.
Co-Chair Fraser Gordon,
Yes.
Chair Girdler.
Aye. Passed with favorable expression. Now we've got the lady that always I got used to seeing in her chair. You may proceed, Janice.
Good afternoon. My name's Janice Thomas, Deputy State Budget Director. In accordance with provisions of KRS 4570.
Janice, hold on just 1 second.
Yes, sir.
I forgot. We got a. We don't need. Nope. I don't have to roll anything.
I'm just reporting today. So
All right. I see that. Information only.
thank you.
Thank you, Janice.
I'm reporting 1 pool project for the Department of Corrections and 16 pool projects for Kentucky Community and Technical College pursuant to House Bill 1, Part 2, subsection 4 of the 22 regular session. First is the Justice and Public Safety Cabinet, Department of Corrections, Adult Institutions, Roofing Design East Project in the amount of $1,212,000 funded from the 22-24 Maintenance Pool General Funds. This project covers the design and consultant studies for roofs at 3 correctional complexes at Blackburn, North Point, and Little Sandy Correctional Complex. Next, there's 16 projects. I have a summary paragraph, and then I have brief. I can read each one individually, or we can let the summary and the packet stand. It's however you want to proceed.
Whatever's easiest on you.
Oh, it's all, I can, whatever pleases the committee, the chair. So next are the 16 projects for Kentucky Community and Technical College System funded with the 22-24 Asset Preservation Pool and also with their required 15% restricted fund matching dollars. For roof replacements, mechanical equipment and controls, relocation, demolition, renovations, fire alarms, and life safety upgrades, parking lots, and sidewalks. Each of the projects were approved by the KCTCS Board of Regents and by the Council of Postsecondary Education. And I will provide a very brief summary of each project to include the total cost for each project and the fund source splits. And we'll keep it real brief.
All right.
Ashland Community and Tech College roof replacement, $1,598,000 total project, with $1,389,621 in bonds, $208,379 restricted funds to replace 2 roofs at the main campus Good Pastor Building and the Technology Drive campus building. The second project is the Big Sandy Community and Tech College roof replacement, $4.9 million, with a split of $4,261,040 in bonds, $638,960 in restricted funds, and this is to repair and replace roofs on 6 buildings. The Gateway Community and Tech roof replacements, $2.8 million. That's $2,434,040 bonds, $638,960 in restricted funds to repair and replace roofs on 6 of the buildings. The Gateway Community and Tech College mechanical equipment and controls, $4.5 million, with $3,913,200 in bond funds, $586,800 restricted funds to upgrade and replace the boilers, chillers, pumps, and air handlers, and upgrade the HVAC controls. The 5th project is the Henderson Community College Student Center relocation and demolition of $1 million. That's $869,600 in bonds, $130,400 in restricted funds to relocate services in the Student Center to other buildings and demolish the Student Center. Number 6 is Madison Community College Renovate Aviation Center, $1.7 million, $1,478,320 in bonds, $221,680 in restricted funds to renovate the Aviation Center, including roof replacements, internal reconfigurations, HVAC, parking lot, lighting, and drainage upgrades. Next is the Maysville Community and Tech College roof replacement, $2 million, with $1,739,200 in bonds, $260,800 in restricted funds to replace the roofs on 2 buildings. 8th project is Maysville Community and Technical College upgrade fire alarms, $1.5 million, with $1,304,400 bonds and $195,600 restricted funds to create a campus-wide interconnected fire alarm system that provides monitoring control from a central location. Somerset Community College life safety upgrades, $4.3 million, $3,739,280 in bonds, $560,720 in restricted funds to upgrade sprinkler, fire alarm, and safety systems. Somerset Community College, upgrade HVAC, South Campus, $2.3 million. $2,080 bonds, $299,920 restricted funds to upgrade the HVAC system at the South Campus. Number 11 is the Southeast Kentucky Community and Tech College roof replacements at $2.4 million with $2,087,040 in bonds, $312,960 in restricted to replace roofs on 3 buildings at the Cumberland and Middlesboro campuses. Number 12 is the Southeast Kentucky Community and Tech College mechanical equipment upgrades in the amount of $7 million with $6,087,200 in bonds, $912,800 restricted to upgrade and replace boilers, chillers, pumps, and air handlers and upgrade the HVAC controls. 13 is the Western Kentucky Community and Tech College renovate main campus, $5.5 million with, I'm sorry, I lost track. I was on
13.
13 Western Kentucky Community and Technical College renovate $5.5 million with $4,782,800 in bonds, $717,200 to replace roofs and switchgear for 4 main campus buildings. Number 14, West Kentucky Community and Tech College parking lots and sidewalks, $3.4 million with $2,956,640 in bonds, $443,360 in restricted for paving and sidewalk repairs. Number 15, Kentucky Community and Tech College Systems, West College Fire Alarm Upgrades, Group 1 of $1.6 million. It's $1,391,360 in bonds, $208,640 in restricted to upgrade the fire alarm panels in the colleges in the western part of the state, and the same amount for the final project, East College's fire alarm upgrades of $1.6 million to upgrade fire alarm panels in colleges in the eastern part of the state. That concludes the presentation for you today.
Thank you. We have any questions? We've got 2 questions.
2? Do you want me first?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Representative Thomas.
Janice, thanks for your presentation and all this quick synopsis for all these projects. I just was looking back, and it looked like a lot of these projects were approved in December of 2021 by the KCTCS Board of Regents. Is that typical? I mean, here we're almost 2 years later. Is that do things usually move quicker, or is there a reason it's going slow? Some of these are roofs. I'm sitting there thinking, I don't think I could wait an extra 2 years if we need a roof or something like that. So I'm just wondering, is that the typical time frame?
I don't have an absolute answer for you, but there is the time that it takes to review these and the time for design and the work that they do. Do we have someone here? Well, I'll step aside and let someone with further detail
Well,
answer
thank
the
you.
question. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Andy Casebear. I'm the Assistant Vice President for Facilities for KCTCS. Our Board of Regents in December of 21 approved our biennial budget request that was sent to you, so that's their approval. You all were gracious enough to award us a pool of money to be used for asset preservation, and because we've been frugal and you can see how many varied projects we're doing, we're actually going to accomplish everything on our biennial budget request with this money. And so these projects have all come to the point that they're have been bid or are ready to bid, and so we have solid numbers on what to do. There was a little bit delay just because we still work through the Finance Cabinet, through the Division of Engineering, and you guys have awarded a whole lot of capital construction money to them, and we're just one agency of everything they've had to do, so they've had a little bit of time in there, to get things rolling. But I mean, we're not complaining about that's just the explanation. That's why it's been 2 years, but
Gotcha.
we're now at the point where we're ready to do construction.
So by approving it today, it moves along pretty quicker. These are some shovel-ready projects almost. I mean,
Yes, sir.
You can let them out for bid and take the
Yes,
lowest
so
bid.
they're
and go.
ready.
So-
They've either already bid and we're waiting to award
Yeah.
the contract with your approval, or they're bidding in the next month, and we want to go ahead and get in front of you and get that approval done since we feel confident about the numbers at this point.
Perfect.
So all these will be under construction in September, October.
Good deal. All right. Thank you.
Co-Chair Fraser Gordon.
I think that may have answered my question. Just with the amount of roof replacements, I was curious as to if any of these were storm related, but it sounds like they were already in the pipeline.
Yes, ma'am.
Any other questions? All right.
Thank you.
We'll approve you without even voting on it, Janice.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Next, we're going to do the Finance and Administration Cabinet lease report, and we're going to try to roll these together if I can get a motion. Representative Thomas and Representative Gordon Frazier, second to roll these together. And Natalie.
Yes.
All right. You out
Thank
there?
you so much.
You're brand new.
I am.
All right.
I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh, glad to have you. You may, we're going to roll these together, so you may proceed through them, and then we'll get to the end, and we'll get some questions for you.
Okay, very good. Thanks so much. Again, my name is Natalie Bronner, and I'm the Assistant Director for the Division of Real Properties. And I would first like to say congratulations to my director, Scott Aubrey, whose retirement officially begins tomorrow. We have greatly appreciated his leadership and wish him all the best. And I'm very happy to be here today on behalf of Real Properties. So the first item I'm reporting on today is PR 4175. This lease is for the Cabinet for Health and Family Services, Department for Community-Based Services in Ohio County, which resulted from a rental rate increase requested during the regular renewal process for fiscal year 2023. Based on the competitive bid process outlined in KRS 56803, a new lease is being awarded for the Cabinet's currently occupied space of 12,700 square feet at a new rental rate of $15 per square foot, which is $190,500 annually through June 30th, 2031. This lease is being reported due to the annual cost exceeding $100,000 per KRS 56823. I'm also reporting on a lease modification for PR 4000, which is a lease for the Cabinet for Health and Family Services in Floyd County. For KRS 56813, this lease is being modified to increase lease space by 13,121 square feet for a new total of 23,530 square feet at the same terms and conditions of the existing lease. At the same rental rate of $10.45 per square foot, this results in an annual increase of $137,114.52 for a new total of $245,888.52. This lease modification requires extensive demolition and renovation for the office and clinic space in the new lease area, including framing, drywall, upgrading electrical services, all interior finish work, HVAC modifications, and sprinkler system modifications. An estimate for renovations was submitted by the lessor from Alliance Corporation for this work, totaling $529,000 and $529,060. The lessor has agreed to share 50% of the total renovation costs. When renovations are completed, the agency will amortize $264,530 through the newly negotiated lease term of June 30th, 2031. This modification will also result in a consolidation of PR 4511. This lease is being reported for KRS 56823 due to the lease modification of $50,000 or more. The next item is a lease modification for PR 5685, which is newly leased office space pursuant to KRS 56813 for the Transportation Cabinet, Department of Vehicle Regulations in Hardin County. The lease modification includes extensive demolition and renovations to the lease space containing 4,527 square feet, which was secured for use as a driver licensing regional office. The renovations necessary include framing, drywall, upgrading electrical services, all interior finish work, and the creation of a new primary entrance to the space. The lessor provided two estimates for the required demolition and construction from David Company, LLC, Louisville, for $322,350, and Jenkins Essex Construction, Elizabethtown, Kentucky, for $438,900. The lessor is requiring the Commonwealth to incur all renovation expenses for a lease term of 8 years at the current rate of $9.25 per square foot. The Transportation Cabinet has recommended acceptance of the low bid from David Company LLC for $322,350. And when completed, the cost will be amortized through the lease term of June 30th, 2031. This lease is being reported per KRS 56823 due to the lease modification of $50,000 or more. The next item is a lease modification for PR 3791 for the Board of Nursing in Jefferson County. This lease modification includes a square footage decrease of 5,681 square feet for a new total of 16,329 square feet at the same rental rate of $11.75 per square foot. This results in an annual decrease of $66,751.76 for a new total of $191,865.76. Currently, this lease is in suspension due to a partial damage from a burst sprinkler line, and the agency is temporarily leasing space in an adjacent facility until repairs are completed, which is expected by September 1. The lessor is making necessary repairs, including painting and floor coverings in the area damaged, and the lessor has consented to the reduction in square footage. Since the repairs are only in a portion of the agency's space, the agency requested the lessor also paint and install new floor coverings in the undamaged area. Based on the age and condition of the undamaged area, the lessor has agreed to split the cost of $59,762.54 with the agency, with a cost distribution of 58.33% to the lessor and 41.67% to the agency, for a total responsibility of $24,903.29 through the lease term of June 30th, 2029. This lease is being reported per KRS 56823 due to a lease modification of $50,000 or more. Would you like for me to go ahead with the tenant improvement as well, or
No, that'll be fine.
there?
Go ahead.
Okay. For KRS 56813, the last item I'm reporting on is a request for improvements to the 300 building located at 300 Sauer Boulevard in Frankfort, Kentucky. One of the occupying agencies, the Energy and Environment Cabinet, has requested installation of 2 new dual cable pedestal mount electric vehicle or EV chargers on 2 new concrete pads. The lessor obtained 3 estimates, one from Arts Electric in the amount of $88,963, another from Blue Sky Electric in the amount of $52,670.75, and a third from Fox Electric, LLC, in the amount of $51,146. The agency recommended the low bid as submitted by CRM companies, therefore, on behalf of Fox Electric, therefore the total cost for the improvements is $51,146, including this request. The total amount of improvements for the 300 building as of today is $262,764.61. May I answer any questions?
All right, thank you. Would you do us one big favor and tell Scott we wish him all the best and we're going to miss him. Scott,
thank you so much. We will as well.
Yeah, I know you will, but we look forward to working with you. I just got to remember it's Bronner, not Brainer.
Bronner, yes.
Bronner, all right.
Bronner, yes.
Be like my grandson. Tell me how to pronounce something. Have any questions for Natalie? We got a motion to approve by Representative Thomas. Second by Representative Herron. Looks like you did pretty well. Madam Secretary, will you please?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Madam Secretary, call the roll.
Senator Funky Fromeyer, Senator Howell, Senator Webb, Representative Herron, Representative Petrie, Representative Thomas,
Aye.
Co-Chair Fraser Gordon, Chair Gardler.
Aye. Thank you. We look forward to maybe getting to see you next time, not just hear you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Now Sandy is remote. You're not in your car, are you, Sandy?
I'm not in my car today, sir.
All right. One time she was in her car. We're gonna make you take all 26 of these separate. Will that be all right with you?
Whatever the committee chooses to do today.
Yeah. Why'd you hesitate? we're gonna get a motion to roll these 26 together, and then you've got 15 minutes to tell us about all 26 of them.
I will do my very best, sir.
I'm kidding. See. All right. Can I get a motion? Got a motion, Senator Webb. Second, Representative Thomas. Anybody disagree with this? All right. Sandy, you may proceed and take as long as you need.
Thank you, Chair Girdler and members of the committee. I'm Sandy Williams, Executive Director with the Kentucky Infrastructure Authority. Pursuant to KRS 224A-100, the authority will present 6 loans and 16 grants for the committee's review. First, our Cleaner Water State Revolving Fund, the Louisville and Jefferson County Metropolitan Sewer District's Fund A Clean Water State Revolving Fund loan in the amount of $11.2 million is for the Bullet Hills and Hillview wastewater treatment plants and 3 pump stations elimination project. This project includes the elimination of 3 wastewater treatment plants and 3 pump stations that are more than 25 years old, experience overflows, and have received notices of violation from the Division of Water. A new pump station will be constructed and flow diverted to a wastewater treatment plant in Jefferson County that has capacity. This will be a 20-year loan with a 1.25% interest rate and was approved at the July 6th meeting of the authority. Next up, the City of Richmond's Fund A loan in the amount of $2,862,000 is for their South Point Force Main and Pump Station Improvements project. This project will replace 8,000 linear feet of 8-inch lines with 16-inch force main, and a pump station will be rehabilitated. This project will expand access to approximately 250 new customers. This 20-year loan will have a 0.5% interest rate and was approved by the authority on July 6th. The third Fund A loan is for the City of Jackson in the amount of $500,000. It's for their Sewer Rehabilitation Phase 2 project. This project will rehabilitate 20,000 linear feet of problematic lines experiencing inflow and infiltration. This will be a 30-year loan with a 0.5% interest rate and was approved by the authority on July 6th. Moving to our Fund C Governmental Agencies Fund, the City of Moorhead's Fund C loan request in the amount of $7,054,602 will provide supplemental funding for the Regional Water Treatment Plant construction project. The project consists of multiple phases, and the bids for each phase have all come in, unfortunately, over budget. Proceeds from the Fund C loan will be combined with the existing Fund F loan. This will be a 20-year loan with a 2.75% interest rate and was approved on July 6th by the authority. Now moving to our Drinking Water Fund F program, the Barkley Lake Water District's Fund F loan in the amount of $3,678,453 is for their Lakeside Water Line Replacement Project. The project will replace approximately 70,000 linear feet of 3-inch, 4-inch, and 6-inch asbestos cement water lines in the Lakeside area installed in 1965. The project will eliminate water loss. This will be a 20-year loan with a 2.25% interest rate and was approved by the authority on July 6th. And the last loan for the day is the City of South Shore's Fund F loan in the amount of $8,590,500. It's for the South Shore to Portsmouth Permanent Interconnect Project. The project will consist of constructing approximately 13,000 linear feet of 20-inch water line underneath the Ohio River and connect to Portsmouth, Ohio. 2 booster pump stations will be built and various line replacements will be made in order to distribute water throughout the system. Monitoring at the city's drinking water source indicated increasing levels of PFAS. The project will provide a sustainable, safe drinking water source for the city. This loan is funded under the new Emerging Contaminants Capitalization Grant from the Environmental Protection Agency, as authorized in the federal bipartisan infrastructure law, and will receive 100% principal forgiveness as required by the terms of the grant. The loan was approved on July 6th by the authority. Moving to the Cleaner Water grants, of the 16 Cleaner Water Program grants funded that are presented today, 6 are reallocations from previously presented projects from the county allocation pools, and we did receive consensus from the local utilities and local elected officials for the reallocations. 9 are grants requesting the 10% increase from the supplemental funding pool, and the projects have been bid, and unfortunately the bids came in over budget, and so that's where the 10% increases are coming from, and I would be happy to answer any questions.
We have any questions for Miss Sandy? Well, you have no questions, so I guess if we can get a motion to approve. I got a motion from Senator Funky Fromeyer. Second from Representative Thomas. Madam Secretary, will you please call the roll?
Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Howell. Senator Webb. Representative Herron. Representative Petrie. Representative Thomas.
Aye.
Co-Chair Fraser Gordon. Chair Girdler.
Aye. Thank you, Sandy. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Chair.
Now, we're going to roll 8 of these together for Katie and her sidekick. Can I get a motion? We roll these together. Got a motion, Senator Webb. Second, Representative Fraser Gordon. Any objections? No objections. You may proceed.
Thank you. Thank you for having us today. We're so excited. We are continuing to work through our first round 1 of the Kentucky Product Development Initiative applications. And so, yes, we have already had an application deadline for round 2. The independent consultant is working on scoring all of those. Just want to make sure you understand these are still from round 1 on those approvals. And so we're happy to bring 8 more for your presentation and review today.
Okay, thank you. First, we have the City of Princeton on behalf of Princeton-Caldwell County Industrial Development Authority was approved by KEDFA for a $42,252 KPDI EDF grant project to conduct an in-depth analysis of the karst topography located at the Princeton Industrial Park. Matching funds are provided through local funds, and the total potential investment for this project is $84,505. Next, we have the Henderson County Fiscal Court on behalf of the West Kentucky Regional Industrial Development Authority was approved for a project with a potential investment of $1.4 million. This project is seeking to complete a site grading plan with an approximate 1 million square foot building pad at the Sandy Lee Watkins site in Robarts. Matching funds are provided through local funds, and this project was approved by KEDFA for a $700,000 KPDI EDF grant. Next, Logan County Fiscal Court on behalf of the City of Russellville was approved by KEDFA for a $666,739 KPDI EDF grant project to complete an upgrade to a lift station at the West Industrial Park in Russellville. Matching funds for this were provided through a bank loan with a total potential investment of the project $1,850,000. Next, we have Lyon County Fiscal Court on behalf of the Penny Ryle West Park Industrial Development Authority was approved for a project with a potential investment of $69,430. This is a regional project with support from Crittenden, Caldwell, Lyon, Livingston, and Trigg counties to conduct a floodplain analysis at the Penny Ryle West Park Industrial Park. Matching funds are through local funds, and this project was approved by KEDFA for $34,715. Nicholas County Fiscal Court, on behalf of the Bourbon County Nicholas County Joint Economic Development Board, was approved by KEDFA for a $675,416 KPDI EDF grant project. This is to acquire the Frinfrock property in Carlisle and begin engineering and site improvements. Matching funds are provided through a combination of a bank loan and a utility grant, and total potential investment for this project, $1,350,832. Trigg County Fiscal Court, on behalf of the Cadiz Trigg County Industrial Development Authority, was approved for a project with a potential investment of $450,000. This project is seeking to construct a new wastewater pump station at the Interstate 24 Business Park in Cadiz. Matching funds are provided through local funds, and the project was approved by KEDFA for a $225,000 KPDI EDF grant. Washington County Fiscal Court, on behalf of the Springfield Washington County Economic Development Authority, has two projects. The first one was approved by KEDFA for a $100,000 KPDI EDF grant to prepare and improve a new industrial site, the Lincoln Business Park in Springfield, and make it into a shovel-ready site by adding a dedicated entrance and extending existing infrastructure. Matching funds are provided through local funds, and total potential investment for this project is $200,000. Excuse me. The last project from Washington County Fiscal Court, on behalf of the Springfield Washington County Economic Development Authority, was approved for a potential investment of $200,000. This project is seeking to improve and prepare a site in the industrialized zoned Washington County Commerce Center. Matching funds are also local funds, and the project was approved by KEDFA for a $100,000 KPDI EDF grant. All projects were identified by an independent site selection consultant as having a potential for future investment and location for an economic development project. All projects were recommended by Secretary Knoll, and we have a concurrence letter signed by Secretary Johnson. These 8 projects were presented to KEDFA at the June 29th KEDFA board meeting and presented to the State Property and Buildings Commission at the July 21st board meeting.
Did good.
Thank you.
Anybody have any questions for the double Ks? Senator Funky Fromeyer.
Double Kates.
Yeah. Katie.
All right. Katie.
Kaylee.
Thank you. I always love to see economic development. Is there, they're all so varied, the different projects, but is there any anticipated return on investment that is usually pursued when these dollars are passed out?
That is definitely our goal. And when we had a pilot program, we had 20 projects that were approved under the first. There were 3 rounds of the pilot program, and we've had 10 projects actually locate at those sites. And I believe you're testing my memory. I think it's over $4 billion of investment over. I can't remember, but it's over thousands of jobs at the sites. The very first site was in Henderson. It's where Pratt Paper was locating. The site actually had a gas line run to it, and we did get quotes and comments from the company that if it didn't have that preparation, it would not have been considered for that project. So that is one of the things that the independent consultant is analyzing when they are scoring these, to make sure they believe it does have the potential for a return on investment for potential projects to locate. Doesn't matter what size, because some communities it may be better for a smaller 25, 50 employee project. Some may be bigger, but they do check that. You're welcome.
Any other questions? If not, I entertain a motion. Got a motion. Fraser, second by Senator Funky Fromeyer. Madam Secretary, please call the roll. My co-chair.
Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Howell. Senator Webb. Representative Herron. Representative Petrie. Representative Thomas.
Aye.
Co-chair Fraser Gordon. Chair Girdler.
Aye. Thank you all. And now you call the double Ks. If I could roll this in, I would, but Ryan, you just got one, so I don't get to roll this in. Or you've got more than one, but we don't need to roll them, I guess. You may proceed.
Thank you so much. First up for approval is, we traditionally see these every month. It is a multifamily residential unit, 73 units in Lexington, Kentucky. The Housing Corporation, this is a private transaction. It receives private activity allocation cap from the state, but there's no extension of credit of the Commonwealth or the Commission. The anticipated date of sale is the 31st of August, with net proceeds around $9 million. Total project estimated currently is over $22 million. There's information about the developer and financing team in the packet. Happy to take any questions.
Have any questions for Brother Ryan? All right, we probably need to entertain a motion to approve the new debt issue. Got a motion, Representative Herron? Second, Senator Webb. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Sorry. Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Howell. Senator Webb. Representative Herron. Representative Petrie. Representative Thomas.
Aye.
Co-Chair Frazier Gordon. Chair Girdler.
Aye. Favorably, passes favorably. Now you may proceed with the other debt issues not requiring any action.
So reporting next on ALCO, Asset and Liability Commission, is just a conduit issue for the state. 54.8 million was priced 6/6, and the closing date was 6/22, with final maturity of 9/1, where we pay off the old bonds, the Series 2013. We'll point out that this is the federal portion of the gas tax you pay at the pump. It's not the state. It's an interesting transaction. We've seen eye-popping net present value savings the last period, but rates have drastically increased. We're still out execute this transaction to put about $1.6 million back into programming with other federal transportation dollars. And it really was one of those scenarios where we had a current call. I won't bore you with the details, although I love the details. It was a current call, and there was no way to maximize the savings. So we had to exercise our option to call back bonds from the market. And as I said, it produced about $1.6 billion in savings in a relatively short period. So that'll be additional programming that could be used for federal dollars. The second item I'm reporting is just like the previous KHC transaction. These are two deals that have priced for multifamily housing. The first is 343 units located in Jefferson County. It's called the Prestonian. The date of sale was June 30th. Net proceeds $55 million, with a very large, compared to other projects, north of $129 million. Again, there's information about the team and the developer that's responsible for the debt service on the project in the packet. The final report is Gateway on Broadway. That is 116 units located at 1405 West Broadway, Louisville. The net proceeds are $25 million with the pricing June 16th. Total project cost north of $63 million, with the same information in the packet for your consideration or review.
These don't have any action, but do we have any questions? All right, before we continue on with the three debt issues, can I get a motion that we roll these three together? Motion. Got a motion, our co-chair, Representative Deanna Frazier-Gordon, and second, Representative Thomas. Any objections? If not, Brother Ryan, you may proceed.
Thank you very much. Light SFCC calendar, but as expected, with higher rates and anticipated less refunding. So these are all new money transactions. Clay, McGoffin, and Wolfe County. In aggregate, the SFCC portion is about 11, just north of 11%, with about 90% being supported by the local. The total estimated par as of these set of cash flows is $20.89 million. No tax is necessary to finance any of these projects. Happy to take any questions.
Any questions for Brother Ryan? If not, I'd like to entertain a motion. We accept the proposal. Got a motion from Senator Webb. Second from Representative Thomas. Madam Secretary, please call the roll.
Senator Funky Fromeyer. Senator Howell. Senator Webb. Representative Herron. Representative Petrie. Representative Thomas.
Aye.
Co-Chair Frazier Gordon.
Yes.
Chair Girdler.
Aye. Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate
Thank you, sir.
that. Remaining calendar year. The next meeting is going to be August 23rd at 3 p.m. Is that when everybody's going to the state fair and we're staying here?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Good. Can I get a motion to adjourn? Got a motion. Senator Webb wants to go home. Let's go. You come from Lexington? You've been with Schickel?
Well, I had a chaperone.
Oh,